Double Masters 2022 is a reprint set, and it's time to talk about the fallout shockwaves that will follow its release. What can go wrong with a set that's not even released yet? Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thanks for hanging out with me on the channel today. When you think of Double Masters 2022, most people are getting caught up with Imperial Seal being reprinted. It's in the air, it's everywhere, and you're super excited. I am too. But guess what? You gotta take a moment. You gotta take a breath. There is more than just Imperial Seal in this product. There are a lot of jam-packed, action awesome cards just waiting to be cracked in each and every pack we get into. That's what makes this set so exciting. Is just so many good cards that you want to get your hands on. I'm almost getting tongue-tied thinking about it. But at the same time, there's going to be cards you open that you don't care about. And that's going to be traded in. It's going to be gone. And if you don't get the card that you desire, you're going to trade in the cards you just got to get that card. Because there may be one card in this set you really want to get your hands on. You don't want to pre-order it. You want to take your chances, roll the dice, and hopefully open it in a pack of Double Masters 2022. Collector edition packs, draft box packs, whatever it may be, that's what you're after. I know that excitement because I feel it myself. Each and every time a product comes out like this, I get so excited and overzealous in what I'm thinking and doing. Sometimes you have to take a moment and step back. When Double Masters gets released, it is going to be opened by a lot of people because it is an exciting set and people do want to open it up. They want to see the cards. They want to add them to their play decks. They want to have a good time doing it and share that experience. And it is an experience. When it's a premium product like this, it is an experience to share with your friends, and you will reminisce and talk about this probably for years to come after you get into products like this. Because I still talk about Double Masters, I still talk about Eternal Masters. You guys are probably the exact same. But when you don't get the cards you want, when you don't get that Imperial Seal, the Eldrazi Borderless New Foil Etched Titan, you're going to go looking for it. You're going to look at your LGS. You're going to look online and try to get that card. And you're going to be trading in the cards you just opened. Because you're like, I don't care about these cards. I'm going to trade them in at an LGS. I'm going to trade them in to my local gaming store. I'm going to sell them on eBay. I'm going to put them up on a Facebook group. However you decide to sell them, you're going to sell them. Trade them in to work toward the cards you really wanted. Yes, you had the experience of opening those cards, and that was fantastic, but now it's time to get down to business and get the cards you want. That's why we need to take a moment and breathe. Because Double Masters is more than just Imperial Seal or an Eldrazi Titan. There are lots of amazing cards in this set, and when a set like this comes out and that price goes plummeting down because of the sheer volume of cards that are now entering the secondary market, that initial rush of cards that comes out from everyone opening these packs and trying to get their card, which will force cards like Imperial Seal to actually rise in value for a while. It won't sink down. It will go up because you're going to have players who didn't crack it and are willing to get it now in the secondary market. But take that moment. Don't buy the Imperial Seal right away. Wait and see. Don't sell those cards right away. Wait and see. We have lots of history of these types of products, and we know how they react in the market. When you take a look at Double Masters 2022, you may see some amazing cards. I see elasticity. These cards bounce back from reprints. Even though it's a reprint set, a card may drop down in value for 8 to 9 months and then slowly start rising back up, because after that initial wave is opened, people only have so many ducats to spend on this product. It is expensive. They did raise the price. They are giving you a little bit less in terms of card volume. And that will affect how people buy the product. People are excited. There's going to be that wave. I'm one of them. Can't wait to dive in. But I'm not going to open a box every month. It's not reasonable. I will move on. Dominaria United, Brothers War. There's other cool products coming up. And that's when these cards will actually start to bounce back in price. They will slowly get taken up by players. And that stock that got traded in at half the price it should have been will slowly rise up. I remember, here, let me show you this, guys. I remember Stoneforge Mystic. Double Masters 2020. It came out and it went all the way down to like $25 Canadian. And then you were trading it in for like $12.50 to $13 Canadian. Look at how much Stoneforge Mystic costs. At the top of the screen, $44.99 US priced. So in Canada, this is like a $60 card. Cyclonic Rift, it's still $36.24. Mystic Gate, Exploration, Toxic Deluge, Sunken Ruins. Thoughtseize has really not bounced back from where it was before. But all these cards, Walking Ballista, Engineered Explosives, have you noticed something? You're not seeing these cards on the reprint list this year for 2022. Wizards is giving them a break, giving them a rest, a well-deserved rest from getting reprinted. Because Wizards of the Coast wants those cards to rise in value. So now that you know that these cards are going to bounce back, we've seen it, it's going to bounce back. Start taking a look at the cards in this set that you think will bounce back quicker than others. When you crack a Supreme Verdict, a Hardened Scales, and you see where the prices have been, which I'm showing you now, or where they could be, Sensei's Divining Top, definitely wouldn't trade that bad boy in there, okay? Phyrexian Altar, I wouldn't trade that at all. But you see these other cards and you say, look at where they are. Look at the peaks I'm showing you guys of where they've been, where they are, and where they could come back to. Some of these cards have bottomed out from being massively reprinted. Other cards have not been reprinted as often and their price holds. When I showed you the first screen with Stoneforge Mystic, at the bottom there, Noble Hierarch. Remember when that card used to be like $100? It has never bounced back. But it's not being reprinted right now, is it? It's had a break. We had Modern Horizons 2 with Ignoble Hierarch, but now we've got the Noble Hierarch taking a break. As the market absorbs copies of that card, as more Commander decks and other decks are built to be played with, and a few more copies disappear, its price inevitably bounces back. And that's why Wizards spaces these reprints out, puts some really jam-packed awesome stuff in there. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing to see this, but they get a break. We had Modern Horizons 2, another set that people should be paying attention to. And you look at all those amazing fetch lands we saw inside that set. And now, nothing's being reprinted. Have you noticed that? We're not seeing more of those cards out there right now. There's no fetch lands probably scheduled now for the rest of the year. Shock lands are coming back, but they're coming back in an Unfinity set, probably at a higher tracklist printing because of the unique artwork on them. Wizards gives them a break to let them recuperate, let them breathe, and let the market bounce those cards back. Like any stock on the market, when it splits, when it gets put out there, the price goes down. And then it will slowly go back up. Just slowly ticking away. And there are people out there waiting for cards to be put in. They're waiting for this card to come back on reprint because they know the price is going to plummet down. And you who may not have the patience, myself not having the patience, will trade cards in and allow other people to take advantage of future profits. I'm not saying you shouldn't trade your cards in. You can do whatever you want. As long as you're aware you could be giving away more value than you'd be receiving from that trade. Maybe wait an extra year, the card bounces back to double what it was worth. I know it takes time to wait for it, but it probably is going to happen for a lot of these cards. A few of them won't. You'll make that decision on your own. But a few cards, like the Thrumming Stone, Sensei's Divining Top, Phyrexian Altar, some of these cards are going to hold value again. They won't get knocked down as hard. Dockside Extortionist, first reprint, it's probably going to bounce back pretty hard within a 24-month period as people gather these cards finally up who didn't want to spend $65 on that card. I didn't put all the mythics on the list today. I didn't think it was needed. The rares have a lot of money value there over time, and people ignore that sometimes with the excitement of a new set like Double Masters 2022 coming out. But before you trade in all those amazing cards you got to get the one card you didn't get, maybe take a moment and breathe and see if it's really worth it to trade that card in right now. Do you need to have it this exact moment? I know a lot of us feel that way in today's society. We just got to have the card. Imperial Seal is in the air, people. Everyone wants one. But there are also just as many, if not more people who are after all the other cards in the set, who've been waiting for Sensei's Divining Top, who can't wait to get their hands on a seasoned Pyromancer. With the amount of cards we have in this set, selling yourself short by trading things in too early can only hurt your cause of trying to accumulate more cards that you desire. You need to take that moment to think about what you want and what goals you have for the cards you've just opened. This set is going to be epic and the excitement is going to be real. But rushing into something and not taking a moment to recognize the value of the cards you just opened with your hard-earned ducats, you can't sell yourself short. Take a few minutes and say, I am worth making a few extra bucks on a trade in the value of the cards I have. I'm willing to wait a little bit longer to get that card. I recognize we're not all going to wait. I know. Depending on your price bracket of what you can afford to dive into, you probably don't care about this video. Who's even watched this far in? Who's made it this far? I know. There are a few special people on my channel who always make it this far. But that's how I feel about the product. There's going to be fallout. There's going to be some drawbacks and shockwaves of stuff rippling through with people wondering what to do. I say you hang tight. Hold in there. It's going to be worth it in the end for a lot of these cards as they start to bounce back and recuperate that original value they had in the first place. And a card like Imperial Seal at the beginning is going to spike up because it probably won't be opened as much as people hoped it would. But after things calm down, the price on that card will settle too. Everything works out in the end if you take your time and realize the goals you really want to get to. Thanks a lot for tuning in today on the channel, everyone. Hope you had a blast being here as much as I liked hanging out with all of you. And I can't wait to read all the comments in the comments section. Let's have a good time with this. Let's talk about our goals of which cards we hope to crack open. And let's enjoy the party that is Double Masters 2022. And a massive shout out to all the fantastic patrons on my channel who support me each and every day. Guys, you rock. Thank you so much for allowing videos like this to be made. What's up, special people? You made it to the end of the video. You're here. If you guys made it to the end, you know why you're special, because you make it all the way through the entire video, past the credits, down the yellow brick road to the top 10 videos in the weekend, all the way through. You're here all the time supporting the channel. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. But here we are. It's coming up fast. And I can't believe how many friends I have who said, if I don't get the card I want, I'm just going to trade in. You did this last time, Chris, and what happened to you? You lost so much value. Hold on, man. Hold on to your cards, guys. Don't just give them up. Let the market fall down around. If there's a card you want, pick it up, sure. But if not, wait for your stuff to rise. Wait for all boats to rise back up and then trade some stuff in. Have a little patience. The market's very, very... It comes back. That's all I'm saying. Well, you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out at the past credits where I just get to chill out, hang with you, and talk about how much I sneezed during the filming of this video. I had to do 3 or 4 edits to cut things out because I kept sneezing. I don't know if there was pollen in the air. I have no idea what was going on today. But wow, it's been a whole sneezing fest. So, thanks a lot for hanging out, guys. Enjoy the day. Have some nachos and cheese. And thanks for hanging out with a guy who didn't graduate Magic University. But I can do math. I'm getting closer to 10K. I'm doing my math. We're getting a little bit closer. Talk to you guys soon.